Today we're coming to you from the Johannesburg Botanical Gardens out in Emmarentia. It's the base for the traveling Dino Expo. Welcome to this edition of the Art Bulettin. I'm Dumisi Dumedi and thank you for always choosing to stay with us. Its creators Noxolo Mafu and Lilian Magari describe it as a dialogue on street culture in Johannesburg. That's the new documentary called Soweto Rising, which in a nutshell looks at a community that's been the birthplace for political activism, trend-setting and cultural phenomena.
Soweto Rising tracks the influence of Soweto as a former township space on the pulse of contemporary street culture in Johannesburg. It is told through, amongst others, co-founder of the clothing concept store Thesis Wandi Lizondo, MK Fresh of Hunting for Kicks, Boys and Bugs, and Izikotani members such as Don Dada. According to its filmmakers Noxolo Mafu and Lilian Magari, the idea behind Soweto Rising started from an interest they both had in exploring the Izikotani culture in Johannesburg and looking at how this phenomenon had developed years after it broke on mainstream media. Mafu and Magari say they wanted to tell stories of young creatives across the scene who are taking ownership of their histories in Soweto and repurposing them in a way that echoes the rhythms and senses of the Johannesburg city.
It's a play about the process of self-realization, which can be difficult since it demands change, growth and acceptance from within. That's the critically acclaimed The Way We Heal, which was written by one of South Africa's most prolific writers, Dr. Mungani Walisirote. It's directed by Bukhosi Buluku and opens on the 13th of November at the Soweto Theatre.
It's all about the healing process, African healing especially, where people have to find themselves spiritually, because our spirit within us is being ignored, because most now we have adapted to Western culture. So we want to bring that back, whereby a figure, us Africans, to find ourselves where our stand is, and then to preserve our culture and heritage, to know ourselves better.
International house DJ Ralph Gum, Lira and Yvonne Chaka Chaka will headline the 2025 concert, which takes place today at Moretele Park in Pretoria. Also on the lineup, various drama groups and a few poetry acts.
The 2025 concert celebrates South Africa's 20 years of democracy and the 25th anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall in Germany. The lineup also includes multi-instrumentalist Konrad Kuchermeister, featuring Mad Flows, who will be joined on stage by Lira, Yvonne Chaka Chaka, Ralph Gum and Lois Obala. The lineup is concluded by the award-winning University of Pretoria Youth Choir. These talented teenagers have shared stages with the likes of Zonke and King Nova. Tickets are available for 50 Rand at both CompuTicket and www.plankton.mobi. They will also be available at the gate for 70 Rand.
One of South Africa's most favorite jazz musicians, singer, instrumentalist and producer Silalo Siluta was announced as the supporting act for Grammy Award-winning Kenny G, who's on his way to South Africa. Their concert takes place on the 20th of November at the Coca-Cola Dome in Johannesburg.
My fans, they know that on the one night only show with Kenny G, they know that all hell will break loose, because they know that I never hold back, and this is one of those occasions where I know that I will be representing this country, I'll be representing myself, and it's very exciting when I'm put on stage, on the same stage with an international artist like Kenny G, because I know that that's when I dig deep into who I am and where I'm from. I wish I knew what Kenny G was going to be playing. If he's going to dig deep into those classics that brought him the crossover appeal into the masses all over the world, be the pop, be them the songs that he did with Tony Braxton and them. I wish I could create something like that. So I'm still working on my repertoire, but at the same time, I can say to you, I've been picking from the previous albums the songs that I know that they made an impact, and people started requesting that please have this song.
When longtime double bassist Mlungisi Kekana released his debut album titled One Step Forward earlier this year, he also embarked on a national tour that would introduce his national fans to his recording. Now the jazz musician performed at the Baseline in Newtown this week and is now getting ready to head to the Eastern Cape.
I want to believe that the way I compose is different than the most, that is happening around out there. But of course, there are a lot of people that feels the same, but I'm one of those So yeah, they must expect something nice, something energetic. We want to say thank you to Jonah Walker for creating platforms like these ones for us. I want to say thank you to the Baseline. Of course, Baseline has been there. They've never given up, although there were hard times along the way, but they're still there. This is a very important gig for me, as a live platform, if I could put it like that. It is very important, for us to have platforms like this to perform and give it to the people out there.
Have you ever heard of a place called Actinville? It was established in the 1960s by the Apartheid-era's Group Areas Act as a township for Indian people. It's where Hemisha Bana, who's a photographer, grew up and recently spent time documenting the neighborhood. Her exhibition titled Portraits of Actinville opens on the 15th of November at the Actinville Circle and Flea Market.
As much as it is about the space, it's about the people as well. So Portraits of Actinville is me photographing this history and a response to that. And in that, there's no documentation of Actinville. So me going in there and using memory as a tool, or you could say as a research method to uncover a lost history and to discover an identity. And with that, I'm using photography as a medium to bridge the gap between the real and imagined. Portraits of Actinville is of traces of the past. So buildings, significant spaces that were left behind. And because there's no documentation, well, there is personal archives and photographs, but of that, it's a matter of me going and, finding it myself. In the library at the moment, there's nothing, but hopefully now Portraits of Actinville is going to be a platform where I can get people to engage, further with it.
The organizers of the Showbiz Entertainment and Arts Expo, which recently took place in Newtown, have created a mobile search app, which is very relevant to the creative industries. Among the many things, the search app is equipped to find artist profiles, information on arts organizations and events.
Search app is a web app. You don't have to download it on your phone. I know sometimes you can be downloading so many apps and you get annoyed that, oh my god, I have so many apps on my phone. But with the search app, all you have to do is just go online on www.searchapp.co.za and sign up. It's that easy, and you can access the South Africa's creative industry in your fingertips. So as a creative, I would want to be on search app because I would want to market my products and services and the services that I offer to the market out there. So it won't be just being on another platform which caters for each and every industry. So with the search app, it caters to one industry, which is the creative industry. So for me to reach my target audience, if I'm a singer, it'll be easier because the people who are interested in what I'm doing are already there. We have the internationally renowned singer Yvonne Chaka Chaka within the app. We also have the Design School of the Arts as well as UJ Art Center. We have so many people. You can just go to searchapp.co.za and check it out.
That's us and a story for today, coming to you from the Johannesburg Botanical Gardens on this occasion of the Dino Expo. To find out more about the expo, do visit their very active page on Facebook. It's the Dino Expo. To keep in touch with us, you can always tweet at Morning Live SABC and hashtag the Art Bulettin. Until next time, it's a goodbye from us.